Welcome to the saloon of Fort Stockton. Big blind is $8.
That's a lot to bet. Fold.
I raise.
I fold. The gentleman wins $677. The gentleman calls.
Raise.
I fold. The winner takes $1,129.
Raise.
The madam calls. I fold.
I got you.
The big blind is raised to $12. The madam calls. Fold. The flop.
I raise.
Fold.
I fold.
The gentleman wins $367.
Fold.
The gentleman calls. Flop.
I fold.
I fold. River.
I raise. Hey, I'm doing pretty well, huh?
The gentleman calls. Fold.
Look out for me, man.
The gentleman wins $30. Wow. Fold. I'm shaking.
Fold.
Fold.
I fold.
The gentleman wins $42. The big blind is raised to. The gentleman calls. The madam calls. Flop. Check.
I check.
Turn. Check.
Fold.
Fold.
Raise. Sorry, I won.
Fold.
I fold. The flop. Player checks.
Fold.
Turn. The river. All in with $359. The gentleman wins $742.
I fold.
Fold.
Fold. The gentleman calls. The flop. The missed call. Turn. River.
I raise.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman wins $844. Raise. The gentleman wins $481. The big blind is raised to $20.
Fold.
That's a lot to bet.
I raise.
I fold.
Man, I am good.
I fold.
Flop. Check.
I fold.
I fold. The gentleman wins $80.
Raise.
The gentleman calls.
Oh, I knew I was good.
Raise.
Fold.
Fold.
The flop.
Check. Fold.
The big blind is raised to $30. The gentleman wins $344. The gentleman calls.
Ah, I win. Give me the chips.
The miss wins $60.
Wow, I'm shaking.
Player checks.
I fold.
I fold.
The big blind is raised to $50.
I fold.
The gentleman calls.
Check.
River. All in with $1,566. The gentleman wins $616.
Raise.
The gentleman calls. The flop.
I check.
Check.
Turn.
Check. Fold.
I fold.
The gentleman wins $521. The lady calls.
Fold.
The gentleman calls.
Raise.
All in $72.
I'm the winner.
The big blind is raised to $100. The lady calls.
I check.
The miss calls.
Check.
The river. All in with $411. The winner takes $905.
Fold.
The gentleman wins $300. The gentleman calls.
Raise. Ah, I win.
The flop.
I fold.
The gentleman wins $300. The big blind is raised to $150. Flop.
I check. Fold.
The madam calls. Flop.
Raise. Now these are real skills.
The flop.
Fold.
The gentleman wins $710.
That's a lot to bet. I fold.
The gentleman wins $750. The big blind is raised to $200. All in with $355. River. Split pot. The lady calls. Player checks. All in with $355. The miss wins $555. The miss calls. The gentleman calls. The gentleman wins $1,110. Big blind is $20.
Fold.
The lady calls. The gentleman calls.
I raise.
Fold. I fold.
Raise.
All in $400. The river.
Look out for me.
Fold.
Fold.
I fold.
All in with $30.
Flop.
Turn. The gentleman wins $60.
Fold.
I fold.
That's a lot to bet.
I am the winner.
That's a lot to bet.
Fold.
I fold. I'm raising.
Raise.
I raise.
I'm the winner.
The gentleman wins $522. Welcome to the saloon of Fort Stockton. Big blind is $8.
Raise.
Fold.
Fold. I fold. Give me the chips.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
I check. I check.
I check.
Check.
Raise.
Fold. I fold. Fold. Raise. I'm the winner.
Raise.
Fold. I fold.
Give me the chips.
The big blind is raised to $12.
Fold.
The gentleman calls.
Fold.
I
I
I
fold.
fold.
fold. I fold.
Fold. I fold.
I fold.
Fold, I fold.
Check. Fold.
The gentleman wins $72.
I fold.
I fold.
I fold.
I fold.
The gentleman calls.
I fold.
I raise. Look out for me.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
Raise.
Fold, I fold.
The gentleman calls.
I raise.
Fold.
I'm the winner.
The gentleman wins $453. The big blind is raised to $16.
I fold.
That's a lot
I
to
fold.
bet.
Fold.
The gentleman calls.
I raise.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. Flop. All in with $71. Turn.
These are real skills.
I fold.
Fold.
Raise.
The lady calls.
I fold.
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 Turn. The river.
Hee-haw, give me the chips. Fold.
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 The madam calls.
Raise.
Fold. Fold. I fold.
Check.
Check.
Turn.
I check. I check.
Fold.
I fold. Look out for me.
The gentleman wins $430. This player is out of money. Has left the table. The big blind is raised to $20.
I knew I was good.
The madam calls.
I fold.
The gentleman calls.
I raise.
Fold.
I fold.
Fold.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman wins $378.
Fold. I fold.
The gentleman calls.
I got it. Fold.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. The miss calls. Flop.
Check.
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 I check.
Raise.
Raise.
Fold.
Fold.
The gentleman wins 1,396. This player is out of money. Has left the table. The big blind is raised to $30. The gentleman calls. The gentleman wins $1,945. The gentleman calls.
I raise. I check.
Boy, I'm shaking.
Fold.
Turn. Player checks the river. All in $348. Big blind is $20. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
I fold.
Raise.
I fold.
Look out for me.
The miss calls.
I fold.
The flop. Turn.
I check.
Player checks. The gentleman wins $770.
I fold.
Phew, that's a lot of raise.
The gentleman wins $286. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. The flop. Turn.
Boy, I'm shaking.
I raise. I knew I was good.
Raise.
The gentleman calls. Flop.
Check.
Check.
I fold.
Fold.
Turn.
Check.
The river.
I raise. Hey, I'm doing pretty well.
The gentleman calls. Player checks.
I check.
Fold.
I
I fold.
The gentleman wins $117. The gentleman calls.
I fold.
raise.
The gentleman calls. Flop.
Fold.
The river. All in with $445.
I'm the winner.
The gentleman calls. All in $23. The flop.
Check.
Check, I check. I check.
Raise.
Fold.
Raise.
The gentleman calls.
I knew I was good.
This player is out of money. Has left the table. Welcome to the saloon of Fort Stockton. Big blind is $8.
That's a lot to bet.
The gentleman calls.
Fold.
I raise.
I fold.
I fold.
The lady calls.
I check. Check. I raise.
Ooh, that is a lot to
Fold.
bet. I fold.
Look out for me.
Raise.
I fold.
The gentleman calls.
Fold.
The madam calls.
I fold.
The flop.
Check. Fold.
The gentleman wins $144.
Fold. I fold.
I fold. Fold. I fold.
I raise.
I fold.
Fold.
The gentleman wins $139. The big blind is raised to split pot.
I raise.
I fold.
I fold.
The gentleman calls.
I fold. I fold.
I fold.
The lady calls.
I raise.
Flop.
I fold.
All in $197. River.
These are real skills, my friend.
I raise.
I fold.
Fold. I fold.
I fold. Fold.
I fold.
Turn. River. All in with $565. The gentleman wins $787.
I fold.
Fold. I fold.
Fold. I fold.
I raise.
The flop.
Check.
Turn.
I check. Check.
That's it. Those chips are mine.